morning, class. It's Tuesday, June the 9th, and today in our writing block, we're going to be listing some facts from the research we did today on our animal that we chose for our animal research project. I'm going to show you how to do that for the animal, the koala, and you're going to either, if you're doing a koala, you can use the koala page for jotting down your facts while you're listening to your stories and videos, or you can use the sticky note research page for jotting down some facts in an organized way when you're listening to your stories and about your animal and looking at videos about your animal. And then, my friends, in our All About Animal booklet, we are not going to do the table of contents yet. That's the last thing. We already filled in a habitat page yesterday about the animal of your choice. And so today we're going to be filling in the next page that says koalas can have an R, and you will have your animal in there if you're not doing koalas today. So I'm just going to pull that page out so that I'm ready when I've finished my facts. So I am doing koalas, so I have this cute koala fact page I can use, and if you're not doing koalas, you would just use this blank fact page that says, what does it look like, what does it eat, where does it live, describe the life cycle, fun facts, and fun facts. So yesterday you would have already collected some facts. Today you grab a new sheet and you look for some new facts in the stories you're listening to. If you listen to a story and it tells you something about where they live and you're like, I already knew that from yesterday, you don't need to write it down today. So let's take a look at koalas. Some facts about koalas: their habitat, where they live, what do they eat, special adaptations that help them survive in their environment, and what are some other interesting facts about them. So if you were putting special adaptations, you might put them in fun facts, and the other box is going to also be fun facts. I'm going to grab a pen. And in our story today, we discovered a couple of things about koalas, facts that I might want to record on my fact sheet. It says that koalas are found in the forests in Australia. So is that where they live? What does it eat? Special adaptations or something else? That's where they live. So I'm going to say Australia. And I'm going to say the forests. Another fact I heard about in my story about koalas when I was listening to it is that they're not bears, even though we sometimes call them koala bears, but they are actually marsupials. That means the mother has a pouch to carry her baby. So that's not what does it eat? That's not a habitat, but that is a special adaptation for the babies to survive. Because remember, when they're born, they're only the size of a jelly bean, which is kind of a cool fact. A fun fact that we might add there. So in here I'm going to put the word marsupial. Mar-soup. E is made with an I sound. A-Ls. Marsupials. That means they have pouches. Pouches for the babies. That's an adaptation that helps their babies have a long enough time to be with their moms so that they can survive on their own. Then another fact I had was that they eat mostly eucalyptus leaves. Well, that's not habitat. That falls into the what did they eat. So I'm going to put eucalyptus leaves. And I don't know how to spell eucalyptus, so I'm going to look at the book when I was reading it, or I'm going to stop on the page when my fun fact is there on the video, and I'm going to copy the word P-T-U-S, leaves. And that's all they eat, my friends. So I don't have a very long list under what do they eat. And then I'm looking for some fun facts, and I'm going to try to remember some other adaptations that I had. It says they're good climbers. So I'm going to say they climb, but I know they can climb because they have long claws and thumbs. Remember, their thumbs can curl around like our thumbs curl around, so they can grab onto branches. And I remember it also said they have strong legs. What are some interesting facts? It says baby koalas are called joeys. Well, on my other page, I'm asking about life cycle, so I'm going to put that as an interesting fact. Baby koalas are called joeys. And another fun fact I remember is they have a territory of 100 trees. And another fun fact is they are not a bear, but they are a mammal. Mammal. 2 M's in the middle of the word mammal. I'm trying to think if I know anything else about their habitat. It told me in Australia that they left only on the East Coast area. East Coast and mountains. They only eat eucalyptus leaves. Do you remember it said they don't drink water? They just get the water from the leaves. So I'm going to say get water from the leaves. Another fun fact, my friend, was that the koalas eat for 5 hours a day. That's a long time to eat. And the rest of the time, they sleep. So I'm done collecting all the facts that I can remember and think of, and you might be collecting your facts while you're listening to the story. So you would just pause anytime you go, ooh, that's something about habitat. Pause the video and jot it down on your recording sheet. Ooh, that's something about what they eat. Stop the video and jot it down on your recording sheet. That sounds like something special about koalas that help them survive. That's an adaptation. So you stop the video and jot it down. And some cool things, if you hear something and you go, wow, that's interesting, you might want to add that as one of your fun facts. So my friends, using those fun facts and what I know about koalas, I'm going to complete this page of my report. So I'm going to do some of my neatest printing. I'm just going to keep this page close to me so I can see it. Maybe I'll put it down here. You probably can't see it in the video. And I'm going to write in this big box, my animal. So my animal is a koala. K-O-A-L-A, and do some really neat printing for koala. And then I do the sentence like, koalas can. I think I'm going to put an S on there so my sentence sounds good. Koalas can climb. They can eat. This is a list, my friends, so I don't have to make sentences. Eat leaves. They can carry their babies. What else can koalas do? They can sleep. I'd have to do some more research to think of other things koalas do. Let's leave our list at 4 and go to koalas have. So koalas have claws, fur, pouches, a thumb, 3 fingers. You think of anything else a koala has? Oh, 2 ears and a big black nose. Koalas have strong legs. And I'm just looking at my fact sheet to see if I can think of anything else koalas have. All right, so let's move on to the koalas are. I'm going to make a list for what koalas are. Koalas are mammals. And they're a special type of mammal that has a pouch in its belly for carrying its baby called a marsupial. And remember, I spelt that on my fact sheet, so I can just copy it from there. Marsupials. They are warm-blooded. We know that because they're a mammal. They are, I could say they're climbers if I want, even though I said they can climb. They are not bears. I'm going to add that in there because everybody says koala bears. And what else do they do? Oh, I just found one that said a territory of 100 trees. So koalas have a territory. I forgot a G there. Territory. Notice each line got a new fact. And if my fact went over 2 lines, I might want to put a little dash in front to show you where each new fact starts so that my paper looks organized and neat when somebody else is trying to read it. I can't think of anything else koalas are. Oh, except it said koalas are in danger. So I'm going to say they're in danger. And if I want over here, I can say koalas can get hurt and koalas can lose trees and koalas need a territory. But I think my list looks pretty good for my animal research page. So I'm going to tuck that back into my animal research booklet, right in the place that it was. So I had all about animals. I had my table of contents. If I learned anything today about the habitat for koalas, I might add it to my habitat page. I have my can, have, and are. And then my next page is going to be the life cycle. And that's the page that we're going to be thinking about tomorrow for our animal. So when you're jotting down fun facts today, if you hear anything about the life cycle, where they start, how they grow, and how they become the adult animal, you could jot those facts down and you'll already have them for tomorrow's lesson. So go ahead, my friends, and complete the page for your animal that says what they can, what they have, and what they are. Once you've collected some facts in your research today, have a wonderful Tuesday, my friends.